460 the final. So the Mount, they're in their blue tops today. A different look for the Mount at home with gold numbers and white trim. Canisius in their gold tops with blue numbers and white trim. Cordelia for the Mount. And it's Xavier Long, the sophomore forward from Washington, D.C. for Canisius in the jump circle. Mount St. Mary's wins the tip. Here we go. Time for Mount basketball on a Sunday afternoon here in Emmitsburg. And great to have you with us on ESPN+. Malik Jefferson was actually injured in the game against Canisius as he puts up the first shot, but it's a bit short. And climbing to get the rebound, T.J. Gasman. Can the Mount slow down this offense, which has been rolling? Look at the quick shot there. And Mount St. Mary's gets the rebound. Now, Canisius has been trying to score before that defense gets set quite often. LaFew, again, post touch for Malik Jefferson. Jefferson on the low block, going to his right side. A bit strong off glass. And Long with the rebound. And here come the Griffs. And here is Stavisky, who's been outstanding. Post touch for Fritz. Fritz on the low block. Cordelia guards. Fritz turns to his right and scores the game's opening basket. Fritz is averaging 10.4 points per game in his last 5. A 4-year starter for the Griffs. It's really been a lot of Stavisky and Fritz of late for Canisius. As here's Cordelia making the move. Down low to score. Now, J.D. Cordelia wasn't playing much at all the first time these two teams met. But he is a big part of the Mount right now. Played just 18 minutes due to foul trouble in the last game as there's a turnover. As stepping on the sideline was Henderson. And it's Mount St. Mary's basketball. Tied at 2, a minute and a half in. Both these teams into today, 5-11 in league play, coming down the stretch. Only 3 games for both following this before the MAC tournament. The handoff for LaFew. LaFew now to Cordelia up top. This is a 3, but it's short. He's got such a great touch. Does Cordelia on that jump shot. Stavisky saves that pass, and now he'll go to work. He's been the big-time scorer for Canisius of late. In fact, against Ryder in their win, he scored their first 14 points of the game. A 3 from Gasman is good. 36% on the year, and he can fill it up. He had 31 last Sunday. That's right, 31 points in their 20-point win against Quinnipiac. Had 3 against Ryder, so he's been a little bit of a feast or famine scorer. 5-2, Canisius early on. And they're denying them out, trying to take these guards out of the game. LaFew's drive, and the shot a bit strong on the runner. And Fritz with a rebound, he'll hand to Stavisky. The red shirt freshman rounding into 4. Here's Gadsden again, and he throws it to Dan Engelstad, who was ready to stop and pop from about 65 feet. You gotta like that. Of course, Coach Engelstad was an outstanding collegiate player at Division III St. Mary's. I believe he graduated as their all-time assist leader, but he wasn't looking to dish it right there, was he, Ralph? Our statistician Dan was looking to pull the trigger. They're trying to take it out of Benjamin's hands. Benjamin, of course, scored 26, and the Mount win against Niagara. Cordelia all the way in, and he's fouled. My goodness. Cordelia bought a ticket, and it was only a one-way ticket, right to the front of the iron. And he's going to shoot 2. The J.D. looking like he's playing with a purpose out of the gate. And for Canisius, their defensive travails have largely been around the iron. Have a tough time guarding the glass. And, of course, for Mount St. Mary's, can they take advantage of it? The foul is on Fritz as a free throw, and Cordelia hits. Now, Mount St. Mary's, largely it has been their bigs, not their guards, shooting early on today. Around the perimeter it goes here for the Griffs. This is usually their home jerseys. As around a screen, Henderson, the pull-up jumper, blocked away by LaFew. And the Mount, can they get into a run-out? Canisius gets back nicely here. Screen set for Benjamin on both sides. And he's going to go to his left as Canisius tries to push him away from that three-point line. DeAndre Thomas into the corner. And Benjamin, when he caught the ball, he was inbounds, but he was coming from out of it. And I believe he had not regained position inbounds. So that was an open three from Benjamin, one of the best three-point shooters in the MAC. But in the end, it's a turnover. And now Benjamin will get a quick respite. And into the game is Xavier Lipscomb. 5-3, Canisius leads it here in the early going. You would expect, it's hard to score 80 against the Mount at Knott Arena. Again, that's what Canisius has done a few days in a row. Henderson connects. Now from the right of the circle, another three. LeFew couldn't work through the screen. And Canisius off to a good start here on the road. DeAndre Thomas on the outside in his second game back from injury. Here's Tinsley. He's going all the way. Lays it up to score. An aggressive move with the left hand for Tinsley, who came to life Friday night against Niagara. Quickly down Canisius. Fritz gets a look, but he can't get it to go. Wide open three from the top of the key. That's a shot Canisius wants right there. Stavisky has not attempted a shot in the game. Here's Tinsley on the baseline. He's really looking to drive it back to the bucket again. Turning left strong. Rebound loose. Cornelius got it. It did not hit the rim. Here's a long three. Good from LeFew. Well, Dakota thought about it, and then he popped it. A long three-point field goal, tying the game at 8. Here's Stavisky down the lane. Can't get it to go. And the Mount has scored 5 in a row, and here they come looking for the lead. Lipscomb driving, swinging it. It's a Thomas triple, but no good, a bit short. And Henderson the rebound, and here comes Canisius. Game picking up tempo here at Knott Arena. Henderson. That was the screen and roll, almost no screen at all from Fritz. Stavisky's second field goal, no, but he gets it right back, and the next shot is good. A wide open three for Jordan Henderson, putting Canisius back on top. And a big start for the grad student. He's hit 2 threes. He's got 6 points already. Tinsley up top. Handing for LeFew. Stavisky guarding. He's going to turn the corner. LeFew finding Lipscomb on the outside. Oh, he bounced it through the legs of Long. In soccer, they call it a nutmeg, right? Wow. Cornelius scores. What a start to this one. Henderson down to the ground, kept it alive. Nice play. And here is Long. A pass through the legs of a defender. That may be a first that I've seen. Yes, here's the pull-up, and Henderson continues his hot start. Canisius is filling it up here as of late. Each team getting ready to check 3 players into the game. At the next whistle, we still haven't had our first timeout. 13:40 to play in the first half. The ball's loose, and the Mounts turned it over. Tinsley could not control that bounce pass. And Stavisky the other way around his screen. Swings it now for Gaston. The Mount trying to make him work here. Back cut. Good catch. Reverse layup and a foul. So we've got a break. Gadsden will be at the line, shooting 2 when we return here to Emmetsburg. 13-10, Canisius leads as this is Mount St. Mary's basketball. As well, and they've had the strong start from deep here early on today, 3 of 4 to start the game. Canisius allowing 74 points per game. So they're a team that's played a higher scoring game on the year than the Mount. And out of the gate today, we've had a very high scoring start. So Mount St. Mary's needs to have their defense dig their teeth in a little bit here. As Gadsden will be at the line shooting 2. He's an 81% foul shooter. The foul was on Tinsley. Mount St. Mary's as well, bringing into the game Jalen Gibson. As you see that foul from behind for a first time today, he'll give them out some defensive energy, no doubt about it. As a second attempt is good. 15-10, Canisius in front. And DeAndre Thomas is going to run the point. Jalen Benjamin has not attempted a shot yet for the Mount. He is in the game now, off the ball. The bounce for Jefferson, handing for Thomas. And now Malik. And now Jalen Benjamin will come get the basketball. And look at them switch on Benjamin with the size of Canisius. 10 to shoot. Benjamin's on the move into the lane. Goes up strong. The layup no good. Into the game for Canisius, George Maslenikov, whistle, blocking foul on Gibson.
Foul number 3, Jalen Gibson, that's his first, team second.
Maslenikov actually had a career-high 8 rebounds against the Mount in the first meeting between these two. In that game, Mount St. Mary's took a big lead. Canisius had a ferocious second half comeback. As Trey Dinkins with the basketball in for a first time as well. The Mount hung on and won it 64-60. Here's Gasman. On top, the handoff for Henderson. Henderson's got 8 points in this game. 4 to shoot. He's going to take it. Long jumper, no good. Long rebound. The Mount's going to run out. Here comes Benjamin. Handing for Gibson. Gibson thought about it, did not take the triple. And he backs it up to Jalen Benjamin. Canisius trying to get the ball out of Benjamin's hands and doing a good job early today. Jump pass for Jefferson. Had it knocked away. Gibson driving baseline and had it knocked out of his hands, and it's a foul on the floor. Gibson had the look of a guy that wanted to go down the lane and throw down the hammer. Foul is on TJ Gasman. And the Mount will bring in both Cordelia and LeFew here. Now LeFew will inbound for Mount St. Mary's. 12:01 to play in this first half. And now Adebayo is trying to get in as well. As the lob comes in for Cordelia, Adebayo will have to wait. LeFew, a step back 3. He hits! Dakota LeFew, his second 3 of the game. He had 7 on Friday night. And LeFew coming to life. He's had 20 or more in 2 of his last 3 games. And the Mount within 2. Each team shooting the ball beautifully out of the gate today. The screen set. Oh, Benjamin ran into it. The Mount's got to talk defensively. Dinkins doesn't take the shot. Canisius to reset. Gadsden whistle. Offensive foul. An illegal screen. And it'll send us to a media timeout. When we return, it'll be Mount basketball. 15-13. Canisius leads it here from Knott Arena. Year. Now that is somewhat by design. Mount St. Mary's, an outstanding half-court defensive team, and they don't play as up-tempo a style as Canisius wants to play here as of late, but the Mount has been scoring a lot more points as of late and getting it going offensively. They've been in the 70s. So it would not be a surprise to see this game in the 70s here today. Doma Adebayo in for a first time for the Mount. Mount St. Mary's is getting healthy. Canisius, a team that has had their injury travails as well this year. They've brought in the 6'6" junior guard, Siem Eitendal. Canisius has got 3 players on their team from the Netherlands. As Adebayo up top's going to take a 3. No good short. Fight for the rebound. It's loose, and the Mount's got it. Gibson on the basketball. Outside, wide open 3. Back iron no for Benjamin, and a long run out for Dinkins. Whistle. Oh, we got a player down. They whistle a foul, though, on Gibson, his second, team's third. And down there was the Dutch junior in Eitendal. And he's going to walk away from the bench. Hopefully he's all right. Gibson's got to head towards the bench. The Mount will bring in DeAndre Thomas. And up by 2, Canisius will have the basketball. But because these two teams have gotten healthier, they have been able to go a little bit deeper into the bench, be more on top of it as far as letting that depth help them be at full strength coming down the stretch. Have a little bit more gas, if you will, in the tank in the final 5 minutes. As Jenkins up top for Meslenikov. Now Stavisky. Henderson lost it, got it back, 10 to shoot. Here is Bryce Okpo. Baseline drive, Stavisky in trouble. Whistle out of bounds. And it's Mount St. Mary's basketball. The redshirt freshman, the way he drove it there, that baseline became almost like another Mount defender. And Mount St. Mary's forces a 4th Canisius turnover here in the first 9.5 minutes. Benjamin has not gotten it going offensively. Adebayo's going to take another. Back iron. Oh, the shooter's touch. Adebayo. It kissed the back of the iron, touched the heavens, and came down pure. And the Mount's on top. What a shot. We've seen Adebayo knock that down. And now the Mount's force another turnover. Benjamin behind the back. Benjamin all the way in. Stopping. Swinging it out. DeAndre Thomas a 3. And good. And we've got a timeout. Canisius. The Mount on a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And he did that, and the Mount was able to kick it out and hit a 3. So now the Mount's on top by 4. Their first big run of the game. And Stavisky got his man in the air. They'll pull up, and good. How good is this youngster? He was the Rookie of the Week in the MAC for the first 6 weeks of the year. And he is aging like fine wine here in this season. He's just getting better and better. They hedge out on Thomas. Now Adebayo. Adebayo was alone at the 3-point line again. And now resets, 10 to shoot. They swing it to the corner. It's a LeFew 3. A bit strong. Cornelia kept it alive, but it's out of bounds to Canisius. Well, the Mount getting another great look from 3. They're 4 of 9 from 3-point range to start this game. Benjamin has not scored in his 8 minutes. And against Stavisky, who has been the top scoring guard of Canisius as of late. And their point guard, he's got the ball now. He just got his first bucket. A chance to tie or take the lead. Good screen set up top. Fritz hands it off now for Dinkins. Off the screen, back into the game. A 3 taken and missed there. So good to see that Eidendal was able to get back into the game. He's the player that was down for a bit just minutes ago. Baseline drive, LeFew. What a drive, but he stepped on the baseline. Ever so close on that great dribble to getting to the iron. An exciting game here between two programs that are really stepping it up late in this match season. Canisius, offensively, their guards really move, don't they? Back cut, layup, good. And there's a great example there. What a feed to Stavisky. And he ties the game at 19 apiece. And both teams are shooting the ball pretty well out of the gate. Canisius is 7 for 14 for the floor. Benjamin straight away, 15 to shoot. They look for LeFew. Bouncing now for Jefferson. Cross court, Lipscomb triple. He knocks it down. Great ball movement from the Mount. They're getting open looks in the corner. And they're back in front. Canisius loves to play inside out. Meslenikov turning to his left. Hooking it, but no good. And Jefferson there for the rebound. The Mount with two bigs on the floor. As Benjamin drives, hands it off for Cordelia. What a pass. Beautiful basketball and a quick 5-0 run for the Mount. Cordelia's got 7 to lead Mount St. Mary's in points scored. Maslenikov handing. Now Fritz. Oh boy, Cordelia got a hand on that pass intended for Dinkins. Canisius got it back. Maslenikov's going to take it. Oh, he hits it with a hand in his face. What a shot for the grad student forward from Odessa, Ukraine. That's only his 4th three-point make of the year. And what a timely three. Ending a 5-0 Mount run. And here's the steal. Dinkins the other way quickly. Lost it. Lipscomb cannot save it in. And it's Canisius basketball when we return. 6:53 to play in the opening half. What an exciting game. 24-22. Mount St. Mary's in front from Knott Arena.
We challenge ourselves every day, academically, physically, and spiritually.
What was going on February 19th, 1934? Gas was 19 cents a gallon. The number one song, I Had the Craziest Dream, by the Harry James Orchestra. Harry James and his orchestra. Many Mount students were listening to that one on their Spotify accounts today. As here's a lob down low, and Canisius has tied it. We'll save you. I won't sing it for you. You'll just have to look it up. We're tied at 24. Great feed. And what a great play coming out of immediate timeout for Reggie Witherspoon and Canisius. Mount running this action up top. Tinsley comes to get it. Here's Gibson. And now Benjamin with 10 to shoot. Canisius trying to take him away. Gibson's alone. And the three does not go. Still the Mount getting great looks from the corner. Here's a transition triple. It's short. Fight for the rebound. Canisius has it, and it's knocked away. But still with possession are the Griffs. 13 to shoot. Eidendahl fouled, and will get to the line to shoot 2. And Tinsley just got his second foul here with 6 minutes to play in this first half. Mount St. Mary's showing they really are subbing quite often in the first half. And they're paring that rotation down a little bit for the most part in the second as the first skips off the iron. That's the first free throw of the year by my count here by Eidendahl. How about that? It's a new look spot for him. He's made 20 of his 22 field goals this season have been from three-point range. Second attempt, and he makes and puts Canisius on top. Mount looked like they were going to bring in a bunch of players. Actually, they did. LeFew, Jefferson, and Thomas. Tinsley has stayed on with 2 fouls. Benjamin comes to get the basketball. They have got the bigger Gadsden guarding Benjamin. Screen comes. Benjamin. And they're taking his scoring prowess away. Thomas got it knocked out of his hands. He turns it over. And Canisius the other way. Long three, Stavisky. And you can tell he had a feel for it. And the Griffs are on a 9-0 run. Over 2 minutes and 14 seconds. We've got a timeout, Mount St. Mary's. So the Mount had a 9-0 run earlier. But now Canisius getting it going. And they have grabbed a 4-point lead here. Now once again, Benjamin is purely a distributor. Jalen's got 3 assists already. As DeAndre Thomas will inbound here for Mount St. Mary's. And he lobs it into Malik Jefferson. And now Benjamin has it on the outside. He's going to drive by the big. Kicks it out. Tinsley, look from 3. And it's in and out and goes bounding over the backboard. Another good look. But it just did not go down for the Mount. And in the midst of a 9-0 run, the Griffs have the basketball again here. Still, the big number is they've scored 28 against the Mount in 15 minutes. That's a big, big number. That basically an 80-point average, as there's a tip ball up off the miss from three, and a nice rebound from DeAndre Thomas. And Thomas will bring it up the floor for the Mound. He swings it to Malik Jefferson. Jefferson, cross-court feed deflected. Thomas right back to Jefferson. Benjamin double team. Tinsley down low will go to work. He turns but can't finish on the reverse layup. And now Stavisky around the corner. The pull-up is good. Stavisky has gotten going. He's got 7 now. And it's 30-24 Canisius. Big spot for the Mount to try to end this 11-0 run. The Mount scoreless over the last 3 minutes. LeFew for 3, but no good. It's tipped and out of bounds to Canisius. Now, Mount St. Mary's has been able to get a lot of looks from deep here, but they're not going down. And Stavisky will bring it up the floor now for the Griffs. 3:52 to play in this opening half. Stavisky gets a look from deep, but no good. It's tipped up, and it's an over-the-back foul, and that's going against Xavier Long. It'll send us to a media timeout. The Griffs lead it by 6. They've scored 11 in a row, 3:47 to play here in the opening half from that arena. Canisius leads 30-24 as we return here to Knott Arena. My name is Adam Pohl. Mount St. Mary's was able, largely behind a 9-0 run, to take the lead midway through the first half. But Canisius now has gone on an 11-0 run. And the Golden Griffs have flipped a 5-point deficit into a 6-point advantage. And they've done it by getting their freshman guard, Taj Stavisky, going. As he's now got 9 points. And really, they've all come in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Jalen Benjamin on the outside. Guarded once again by a forward. As a Gasman, well, he's listed as a guard, but he's a 6'7" guard. Now they've put size up against Benjamin. It's really worked. LeFew only 7 to shoot. Not much happening here for the Mount. Cordelia, it's knocked away. It'll stay Mount basketball, but they've only got 3 seconds in which to shoot. LeFew will inbound from right in front of our broadcast location. And he gets it into Adebayo. A look for 3. Spinning off the iron. That was a good shot. It just did not go down. And now the Griffs the other way. In the corner, the runner, Stavisky. No good. It hits the iron twice, bounds out, and Canisius gets on the basketball. That's one of those 50-50 balls, and the Griffs win it. As we're inside 3 minutes ago, first half. It's Henderson from three, but no good short. Benjamin skies for the rebound. Oh, out of bounds, so they rule it to be Canisius basketball. And now the officials are going to talk to each other, and they're changing the call, and the ball's going to go to Mount St. Mary's. Benjamin had his hands on it, and it was knocked away from him and out of bounds. And now the Mount will have it here after a big stop. Benjamin calls out the play. As we get a whistle and a hand-checking foul on Gadsden up top. Now the Mount's not yet into the bonus. First foul on Gadsden, and it's the fifth team foul on Canisius as Benjamin comes to get the basketball again. Gets the screens to both sides. Jalen on the outside swings it into the corner. Baseline drive, DeAndre Thomas to score and end the Mount drought that is. They had not scored in 5 minutes. And Mount St. Mary's within 4. Gadsden up top for long. Nobody in the lane for Canisius. Back cut Henderson. No good. Late whistle and foul. And I think the foul was on the initial shot. It's going to be on Cordelia. There was a bit of a late whistle, but it looked like the right call from here. And Henderson will go to the line here to shoot two. Well, Henderson and Stavisky, the backcourt duo, have 17 of the 30 for Canisius. And for Mount St. Mary's, LaFeew's got 6, but Benjamin is still scoreless. Officials are talking maybe to try to settle the temperature a bit down for the players here at the Mount. As the first of two is up and good for Henderson. Henderson, like Malik Jefferson, has played all 5 of his seasons at Canisius. Little body contact there. Maybe a bit of the off push arm per se. Free throw no good. Rebound out of bounds to Mount St. Mary's. But right now, Xavier Long has been a bit of a menace on the glass. He's getting his hands on everything for the Griffs. As down by 5. Here comes number 5. Benjamin bouncing for Cordelia. It's Thomas down the lane, runner. Off glass. Oh, they got him on an offensive foul. Looked like it could have been a 3-point play. It's a big swing. As Jefferson banked it in, he was kind of going to the side, but they got him for the charge. That's his first, team 6th. And Benjamin will head out into the game. Xavier Lipscomb. And now Malik Jefferson back in for the Mount as well. As Stavisky brings it up the floor. Now DeAndre Thomas on that offensive foul. The handoff for Henderson. He's bouncing for Fritz, who goes up, no good on the shot. Rebounds loose, and Cordelia down to the ground to get it. And we got a foul on Canisius. Now Cordelia was tripped up in that rebounding effort. Canisius wanted to travel. Almost looked like Cordelia fell right on that basketball. The foul is on Xavier Long, and it is his second. He will exit, and Maslenikoff will come back in for the Griffs. And Mount St. Mary's down by 5 will have the basketball. Each team has committed 6 fouls, so the next foul on either side will put the opposition, even in a non-shooting position, into the bonus. Here's the bounce for Cordelia. Jump pass for Jefferson. It's DeAndre Thomas, a 3. In and out. Rebound loose. Thomas has got it. Knocked away from him. Lipscomb saved it. That went off Thomas's leg. Great play by Xavier Lipscomb. Jefferson swings it. It's LaFew. Oh, my. That touched every part of the iron and spun out. It would have made it a 2-point game. inside, a minute to play here in this first half. They try to find Stavisky. Down low post touch. Here for Fritz. Mano-a-mano on the low block against Malik Jefferson. And he hooks it home with the left hand. And I think this is the largest lead of the game for Canisius, on top by 7. Not a 2 or 3 second difference. Shot and game clock here. Again, Gadsden will guard the point guard for the Mount in this position. Mount St. Mary's has gone cold from 3. They've missed 5 or 6 in a row from deep. And they're getting good looks from the outside. Screen comes. Lipscomb takes it. 5 seconds to shoot. LeFew from the outside. 2 to shoot. The step back 3. Good! It's a big one. And it sends us to halftime here at Knott Arena. Dakota LeFew's third 3 of the game. He's got 9 points. And it sends us to the break. Canisius leads 33-29. Back with halftime festivities after this. It's interesting. Only 3 have a winning record in the MAC tournament in their histories. You can only lose 1 game in a tournament, right? Usually you'd think you'd be able to get to a winning record because every once in a while you can win 2 or 3 games. As Canisius will have it to open this second half, 33-29 leading Mount St. Mary's. Lipscomb is into the game here to start defensively. Gadsden over to Fritz. The Mount's going smaller here. Henderson, pull-up jump shot, and he hits along 2 to open the second half. 35-29 Canisius. Henderson, the first Griff, into double figures. He's got 11 points. Benjamin pushed away from that 3-point line. Tinsley takes it, and Tinsley makes it. Well, the Mount, they've shot 18 threes in the game. They've shot 11 twos. Henderson quickly hoists and misses. And the Mount comes the other way, down by 3. That was a quick shot. We've seen Canisius do that a few times today. Not even a pass made. LeFew pushed away from the line. Wild pass there by Dakota, out of bounds. Canisius basketball. Maybe a bit too aggressive there on that feed. And DeAndre Thomas will now check in for the Mount here for Lipscomb. Now Stavisky will bring it up. Will the Mount shoot as many threes in this second half as they did in the first? Henderson finding Gadsden around the screen. Bouncing down low, knocked away and stolen. Boy, Gadsden had that foul line extended. Wide open jumper, did not take it. And now Mount St. Mary's, Benjamin with a basketball. Finding Tinsley, another 3. Good again! Back to back. It's a matter of fact. 2 threes in a row for Tinsley. And he's tied the ball game at 35. As around his screen, here is Gadsden. Everybody on the outside. Canisius trying to run that back cut game. Fritz. There it is, the back cut knocked away, but it goes back to the Griffs. Tough break for them out. Henderson again, and oh, is he feeling it. Henderson is locked in today. Now Benjamin turns the corner, lays it up and scores his first bucket of the game. Henderson's got 13 points. Has he missed a shot? He's actually 5 of 9, almost feels like he isn't. Stavisky. The runner no good. He was really leaning in towards the basket there. Uh-oh. The pick, and Henderson's going all the way to score it. And it gives Canisius the lead again. Big mistake there on the outside. Benjamin finding Tinsley. He's going to take it himself. Tinsley in the lane. Swings it out for LeFew. LeFew peering on the drive. And now Jefferson comes out to the foul line. Fritz goes down, no whistle. Oh my. That was an incredibly late call. It's a charge, and it's Canisius basketball. Fritz went down to the ground. Jefferson took a dribble, laid the ball in the basket, and while it was going in the basket, we had the foul. As here's the jump shot quickly, short, offensive rebound or no, it's an over the back call, and it's going against Gadsden. Look how quickly Canisius is getting these shots up, though. 39-37, the Griffs lead it. That foul was actually on Fritz, not on Gadsden. Fritz's second, first team foul. Malik Jefferson had the foul prior. Tinsley up top. Cordelia's coming to the game. And now near the center of the floor, Benjamin will go to work. Benjamin turns the corner, swings it. Here's a three, LeFew. Good! What a feed by Jalen Benjamin and Mount St. Mary's. For a first time in the second half, the Mount has the lead. Henderson scored all 6 for Canisius in the second half. As now Fritz catches, goes up with the right hand, short, and Cordelia the rebound. The Mount outscoring Canisius 11-6, 11 points in 3.5 minutes of the Mount in the second half. Benjamin out to Cordelia. Up top, Gibson. He'll take a long three. Back iron, no. Gibson has shot the three ball so well coming into this game as of late. In fact, he had made his last 3 threes entering this game. As up top with it, Xavier long back cut. Stavisky scores. Cordelia went up, straight up. Stavisky went into him and made a tough contested shot. And back and forth we go at Not Arena. Benjamin pushed away from the three-point line, fouled as he went down to the ground. The foul on Xavier Long. I think that might be his third. And it sends us to our first media timeout of the second half. We got a good one, folks. 41-40. The visiting Griffs in front here from Not Arena. 40 Canisius leads. The Mount was down 7 late in the first half when Dakota LeFew hit a step to the side 3 to end the half. And the Mount has made 3 of their first 4 threes to begin the second half. And here we are, 41-40, Canisius in front. The Griffs are shooting it well today as well. Canisius came into today having shot 52% for the floor in their preceding 2 wins combined. They're shooting 47% today, 5 of 12 from 3. As Gibson's got the basketball, now to Cordelia up top. They deny it from LeFew. Benjamin now around the screen, 7 to shoot. Benjamin looking down low. Cordelia goes up, lays it up and in. What a beautiful feed. Benjamin has got 7 assists in the game. He's only taken 3 shots. That's on the outside, Gadsden. They work it around, and it's an open jumper for Henderson again. And you know where it's going, right down to the bottom of the net. As Gibson tried to jump that passing lane. Benjamin on the outside. They're switching on him around that screen and roll game. Cordelia comes out to get it high-low for Tinsley. Double team comes. Here's LeFew for the corner. He hits another one. It's his 5th 3 of the game. The Mount's getting that look for the corner here all night long. Stavisky scores quickly. Driving it on Benjamin. Back and forth we go. Tied at 45 apiece. What a game today at Not Arena. Benjamin behind the back dribble. And he got fouled by Gadsden. His second foul, team's 3rd. So for Canisius, Fritz and Gadsden have 2. Long has 3. For the Mount, Gibson and Tinsley each have 2 fouls. Canisius in a little bit worse shape in foul trouble here. 5 minutes into the second half. Benjamin looking down low, finding Cordelia again to lay it in. That was a no-look pass. What a great feed. Though Benjamin can do a little bit of it all, getting out of it. We've seen him filling up, and now he's just passing, handing out dimes. Stavisky's jumper, good. And these guards for Canisius are really heating up. 47 all here from Not Arena. That was for Stavisky, now 15 points. Henderson and Stavisky have 32 of Canisius' 47. Tinsley pump faking a three, driving it in. Now lobbing up top, 13 seconds in which to shoot for the Mount here. Stavisky comes back to guard Benjamin. Benjamin's driving it all the way in, lays it up high off the glass, and he scores it. They're taking away that jump shot from Benjamin and making him be a driver, and he does so there. Henderson, the pull-up jumper. This time, no. Whistle, and the foul's going to be on the Mount on the rebounding effort. And I think it's going against Cordelia. Second foul on Cordelia. Benjamin's 8, now 9 assists are a career high. And we got 13 minutes and change left. Down low, Henderson getting wide open for the layup. A little bit too easy. The Mount's defense has struggled today. To Canisius' credit, they're putting up big numbers on everyone. And we got another one. This is probably the highest scoring game we've seen all year here at Knott Arena. Cordelia at the foul line makes his move, and he gets fouled on the floor. Cordelia almost got pushed away from that pivot foot as Meslenikov gets the foul. His second, team's fourth. And the Canisius Bigs are in a little bit of foul trouble here. Inbound to Cordelia. Right back to LeFew. Pump faking a three. LeFew's going all the way. And he gets it to go. Mount St. Mary's really getting it going on the drive to the basket. They are scoring at the front of the iron often here. Stavisky up top for Fritz. Looking for the back cut. Eitendahl finding Meslenikov. And we got a whistle and a foul. It's against Mount St. Mary's. And Meslenikov will go to the line to shoot 2. LeFew's got 17 points in 25 minutes. And DeAndre Thomas committed that foul. That will send Meslenikov, who's attempted only 15 free throws all year, to the line. He's 10 for 15. Got that glare behind him, and he misses the first. There are windows in the rooftop of Knott Arena. You can see them in the top of our screen right here, looking at the replay. And on this shooting side for Canisius in the second half, you get that glare that runs down. It's one of the unique afternoon aspects of games here in Emmitsburg. The second, and he connects. Mount St. Mary's on top by 1. As Dinkins is in to guard Benjamin here. LeFew comes out to get the basketball. LeFew on the drive again as he probes the Griffs defense. Double team comes. The bounce for Cordelia. Up top, Thomas takes the three, and no good short. Hand was in his face, and an over-the-back foul on the Mount. It's on Cordelia, and that's his third foul. With 12:09 to play, fourth team foul on Mount St. Mary's, and Cordelia will exit. Malik Jefferson will come in. Lipscomb will come in to give Benjamin a quick break. And Canisius with a chance to take the lead here midway through this second half. Mount St. Mary's has scored 22 points in the first 8 minutes of this half. 22-17 our score in the half. It has been a high-scoring half of basketball. Dinkins looking for Henderson. Now Meslenikov. This is Eitendahl driving it in, spinning. The shot goes for Eitendahl. Only his third 2-point field goal of the year. He is a 3-point specialist. As now the feed for Jefferson. Kick out for Thomas. And he gets it right back to Malik, the runner. Back iron, no. And a good tip from Meslenikov to get the rebound for the Griffs. Henderson on the move. Jump pass down low. Catching, unable to finish. And what a rebound there by Jefferson. An incredible board. Lipscomb takes it in and gets fouled on the floor. Though Fritz had a really good look down low. Couldn't get it to go. Jefferson crushing the glass. And the Mount goes the other way and gets fouled. Timeout on the floor. 52-51 Canisius from that arena. 23 from 3 right now. Mount St. Mary's is 10 of 17 from the floor from 2. So they have really shot the ball well from 2-point land. Shooting 50% for the game as a whole. The inbound to Cordelia, playing with 3 fouls. Jalen Gibson into the game for the Mount. As there's Benjamin on the outside. He's got Fritz on him. Bouncing down low, post touch. Cordelia goes to work with a left hand, too strong. Tinsley gets the rebound. The ball did not touch the iron. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Benjamin makes his move. Benjamin on the drive, step back 2. Good! What a shot! What a shot! His first jump shot of the game to go down. 6 points for Benjamin, who's got a career-high 9 assists. And he puts them out back in front. Now Dinkins going to work. This is going to be interesting here. Neither Stavisky or Henderson are on the floor for Canisius. 3, good! Coming into the game, Maslenikov had 3 threes all year. He's hit 2 today. And Canisius back in front. Lipscomb up top. Henderson, what a back cut. Cordelia fouled and he scores. Beautiful basketball. And a chance to put them out back on top. We have not seen half-court offense coming to fruition in a half like this at Knott Arena all year. 3rd foul on Maslenikov. And Cordelia. 3 players from the Netherlands on Canisius. Cordelia from the Netherlands as well. Nobody's wearing orange on this floor, however. As here's the free throw, and it's good. And Mount St. Mary's back in front with an old-fashioned 3-point play. Tinsley comes out, and the Mount will play both Jefferson and Cordelia at the same time. Cordelia 14 points in the game in 23 minutes. Can Canisius keep scoring the basketball without their 2 leading scorers on the floor? Whistle, offensive foul for an illegal screen. And Fritz is down right now on the floor. He was the player that gave that screen. And it's Mount basketball. And the Mount is now going to be in the bonus from here on out. And for Fritz, it's his 3rd foul. That's a 7th-team foul on Canisius. And they want to wipe up the floor. They had put the ball back into play, but the Canisius sideline saying that there had been some perspiration there. So they're going to soak that up. Might have also been a way to get Fritz out of the game. That might have been a veteran move by longtime head coach Reggie Witherspoon. And Xavier Long also with 3 fouls into the game. Now here comes the Mount. 1-point lead of the ball as Lipscomb has it up top. Cordelia on the drive. Cordelia goes up. Off glass strong. Rebound loose. Jefferson has it. Jefferson lost it. Jefferson bouncing, and he threw it away. Gibson on the floor. Out of bounds. Canisius basketball. A great effort, but it is a Mount St. Mary's turnover. And the Griffs will have it here. 9:27 remaining in this game. A chance to grab the lead, and once again, a big spot. Henderson's got 19. Stavisky has 15, and they're both on the bench. As again, we're wiping up some perspiration off the floor, and DeAndre Thomas is going to enter for them out now. And they're going to give Benjamin a quick rest here. This is one of those spots, if you're the Griffs, you're able to score the basketball, give your 2 big guns a rest, and then let them come in and try to win it late. As here is Gadsden. Maslenikov hitting 2 threes in the game. Now Dinkins takes the 3. Contested. Does not go. That almost had that Adebayo bounce of earlier today. And Mount St. Mary's with it. Gibson holding it on the outside. The Mount has their reserve guards in as well. It's a Gibson 3. No good, Strong. Gibson, who's been shooting it so well as of late, a little off target from deep today, as he has missed his 3 3-point field goal attempts. LeFew and Benjamin are getting ready to check back in for the Mount, as the jump shot no good for Dinkins. And Jefferson there with a rebound. Malik Jefferson has got 8 boards in the game. He has not scored, but he's been all over the glass. A huge defensive force for the Mount. The bounce down low. Here's Malik. Just a bit strong. And Cordelia got a fingertip on it, but could not bring it in. And now Henderson and Stavisky are getting ready to check in for Canisius at the next stoppage. The next stoppage will be a media timeout as well. And there it is. We got a foul on the floor. 15 foul on the Mount. So 7:59 remains. Mount St. Mary's leading by 1 in a nip and tuck affair here in Emmitsburg.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of
Way
cheese.
on the road right now. They're up 58-35 at St. Peter's. Riders leading by 8 on the road at Quinnipiac. Niagara 37-36 over Marist. Manhattan leading Fairfield 50-46. Well, so many close games in the MAC right now. Henderson and Stavisky back into the game for Canisius. Benjamin and LeFew back into the game for Mount St. Mary's. As Stavisky around the screeners. And Canisius looks for the lead. These 2 guards have scored 34 of their 55 points. Pull-up jumper Henderson. It's offline. And LeFew the rebound. Here comes the Mount with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Can Mount St. Mary's have their defense step up a bit down the stretch here? Benjamin's on the drive. In the lane. Looking. Finding Cordelia. Mid-range pull-up. And it just does not go. And LeFew nearly had the rebound, but could not bring it in. Again, Benjamin at 9 assists in the game. That would have been number 10. Had that jumper gone. Up top 3 long. And just no good. Front iron, back iron and away. All of a sudden, it's getting a little tougher to score the basketball late in this Sunday afternoon. LeFew pump fake on a 3. Stopping, looking, swinging it. And they get it to Benjamin. Can Benjamin get a look from 3? In a game with so many threes, Benjamin hasn't had many of them at all. This 3 no good from Thomas. Out of bounds. And it's Mount basketball. Originally, it looked like they were going to rule it to be Canisius. But from over the back of Tinsley, it was tipped away. And the Mount will inbound. We have not had a point in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds in this game. From either side. As LeFew for the baseline, 20 for the Mount in which to shoot. And he'll lob it up for Cordelia. Benjamin being guarded now by Henderson. Benjamin with that silky smooth handle. They clear out for him. He's going to take a 3. Back iron, no. Tinsley, another rebound. Benjamin's got it as he swings into the corner. LeFew 3, spinning off the iron. And the Mount wins the ball back again. Wow. Mount St. Mary's 8th offensive rebound of the game. And the Not Arena crowd paying their appreciation. 10 to shoot, though. Benjamin, the bigs flash out on him. Benjamin down the lane. Underneath, runs into Fritz. It's out of bounds. And it stays Mount basketball. They reset the shot clock, and I don't think they should have. Canisius is going to go talk it over. They're going to go to the monitor, and they're going to look. The Mount will have 3 seconds they've got up on the shot clock right now. Coach Engelstad is drawing up a very quick play here. The shot clock says 4 seconds. So 4 in which to shoot for the Mount. If they get a bucket here, that'd be big after what has been such a long offensive possession. They've had the ball about a minute. LeFew looking. And they got a foul on Mount St. Mary's. DeAndre Thomas with an illegal screen. The scoreless streak in this game is at 4 minutes. Long lead ahead. Henderson can't catch it, and the Mounts got it. Thomas over to Tinsley. That is an unforced error. The 8th Canisius turnover of the game. Tinsley's open. Driving at baseline. Was looking for Cordelia. Finds him on the outside. Back out to Benjamin it goes. Benjamin splits the double team. Benjamin lobs it up. LeFew catches and lays it in. Reverse layup. Ends a longer than 4 minute dry spell from both teams combined. Stavisky had it blocked away from behind, but a foul call. And they got it on Tinsley on a push, and Stavisky will shoot 2. Benjamin staying down a little bit longer than usual here, and he'll now come to his feet. 3rd foul right there on Tinsley. So Stavisky, 85% of the line. Free throw and good. 5:27 remains. They got Tinsley for a push in the back there. Hard to tell from that angle if that contact was made. The second attempt. And it goes down. Sweet shooting touch of the redshirt freshman Stavisky, who's now got 17 points. That was a big 2 for Canisius. And their 4 minute plus drought. The Mount runs the weave up top. Benjamin's got it. Canisius switching defensively. Benjamin wants the screen on Gadsden. They come out the double team. Benjamin driving. It's Cordelia in the lane. Can't get it to go. He was wide open for the MAC logo. Fritz now has an angle and scores the basketball to give Canisius the lead. Inside 5 minutes to play. Boy, LeFew had a transition 3 if he hurried. But Mount St. Mary's gets set now, and a foul on Fritz. The Mounts in the bonus. That's his 4th foul with 4:44 to play. And now these free throws are going to be huge. Each team is into the bonus in the game. That was an 8th team foul. So shooting 1-1 is Benjamin. He walks all the way to the center of the floor to try to gather himself here. 4 fouls on Fritz. Long and Maslenikov have 3. For the Mount, Tinsley, Thomas, and Cordelia all have 3. Free throw is good. That was only a 4th free throw attempted by the Mount in this game. As Jefferson comes in for Cordelia. Right down to the wire we go from Knott Arena. A second attempt for Jalen Benjamin. And he makes them both to put Mount St. Mary's back in front. Benjamin comes out. Lipscomb is in. Lipscomb will face guard Stavisky off this inbound. And the redshirt freshman from Sandusky, Ohio, will bring it up the floor. Benjamin's got 8 points, all of them in this second half. Henderson's into the lane, and they're going to get a foul on the floor on Tinsley, the body contact. That foul, the 4th on Tinsley, has Canisius in the bonus. Fouls on the floor, they'll shoot 1-1. Or will they shoot 2? I think it's 1-1. And it is. Big front end here. The front end is up. And it's short. No good. Mount St. Mary's the other way. Boy, those 1-1s are so big, especially down the stretch. Tinsley looking. Bouncing for Lipscomb. Lipscomb on the outside driving. Lipscomb down low, reverse. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. A great job to draw the foul from Eitendal. And Lipscomb will get 2 at the charity stripe. He hit a 3 early in the game. He's played 14 minutes today. Second foul on Eitendal. Can Mount St. Mary's get to the line consistently down the stretch? I mean, they only had 3 free throw attempts all game before Benjamin was there moments ago. Yeah, the first good. Look at this drive, and Lipscomb going into the body of Eitendal. It gave him a better angle of the hoop, but it also got that contact to get the foul. Kind of an Iverson-esque type of maneuver. Dwayne Wade-esque, if you will. The second attempt. Missed. Rebound. Tinsley's got it for the Mount. Mount St. Mary's all over the offensive glass here as of late. And the crowd's loving it in this basketball crazy town of Emmitsburg. Lipscomb driving it again. Had it blocked away. And Long's got the rebound. He looked for an outlet pass. Stavisky head up into the front court. Inside, 4 minutes to play. Stavisky finds Eitendal. Stavisky, 3. No good, short. And DeAndre Thomas the rebound. And let's see, will the Mount call timeout? As they bring it up, they will not. I thought they were going to call a timeout there. As up top is DeAndre Thomas. Up by 2. Tinsley drives the ball on Gadsden. Tinsley fouled. Scores! What a play! George Tinsley. The old-fashioned three-point play. A third Mountaineer into double figures today. And when we come back from our final media timeout, the Mount's got a chance to extend upon their lead. On top by 4 from Knott Arena. From 3, Mount St. Mary's has shot more 2s in this half. In the first half, 17 of their 28 shots were 3s. In the second half, 10 of their 26 shots 3s. They're driving the ball to the basket and scoring. And Tinsley, the old-fashioned three-point play. The foul was on Gadsden, his third. And now a chance to make it a 5-point Mount lead with 3:26 left in the game. Tinsley's free throw, good for the Mount. Lipscomb stays in the game here to guard Stavisky. Benjamin remains out for Mount St. Mary's. Jalen's had a good game with 10 assists. From the side, LeFew takes it away. Down to the ground is Long. Whistle, jump ball, alternate arrow. Mount St. Mary's. A big play by Dakota LeFew. And now Cordelia and Benjamin are going to come back into the game. The Mount is going offense, defense here with Jefferson and DeAndre Thomas will exit. Or check that, no, Thomas stays in. Lipscomb exits. Now on top by 5. 3 minutes to play. Benjamin on the outside. Now drives it for the foul line. The pull up. No good back iron. Great rebound by Henderson. Here comes Canisius. Long lead ahead for Gadsden. Now Fritz up top. Trying to post up Long there. Henderson. Good man-to-man defense for the Mount. Gadsden pull up. And good. A big shot. And he brings Canisius within 3. And we've got a timeout. Canisius with 2:39 to play. Well, we'll take a timeout as well. 64-61. It is crunch time here from Knott Arena and Jim Phelan Court as Mount St. Mary's on top 64-61 and the Mount with the basketball. Both Canisius and the Mount have played so many close games this year and struggle to come out on top. Who will pull this one out as we come down the final stretch? Benjamin brings it up the floor. He's got 8 points and 10 assists today. Gadsden has guarded him beautifully, though. DeAndre Thomas now. They get it to LeFew. Everybody's got a touch. 14 to shoot. LeFew back to Benjamin with 10. Benjamin bouncing. Cordelia in the lane. Cordelia goes up strong. Scores with a right hand. A big bucket for Cordelia. He's got 16 points. And the Mounts up by 5. Stavisky for the backhanding Fritz to lay it in. A little too easy. And Canisius gets the bucket right back on a layup on the Princeton play back cut. 66-63. They push Benjamin from that three-point line. Here's the bounce for Cordelia. Down low, knocked away by Canisius as they tried to thread the needle for Tinsley. And it's out of bounds. Mount basketball, 142 in which to play. Tinsley looking. Lobbing up for Cordelia right in front of the Mount bench. What a big possession here. 8 to shoot. LeFew, tough straightaway three. He hits it. Wow. We've got a timeout. Mount St. Mary's. The biggest shot of the game. Dakota LeFew. He's put up a of both Henderson and Stavisky. Can they come alive for the Griffs here with a game on the line? 1:31 to play. They face guard Stavisky. He had to work hard to get it, but he's got the basketball. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Up top, Fritz playing well with 4 fouls, gives the screen. The Mount switching out. Stavisky, 15 to shoot. Henderson gets a look from 3, and he hits a big one for the Griffs. He has cut the Mount lead in half with 1 minute and 8 remaining. And Canisius calls timeout. Boy, that was a 3. The Griffs, I mean, if it doesn't go down, it might be the game. But Henderson with 22 of his own. And now Mount St. Mary's will try to score on their own end. What look will the Griffs give the Mount in this position? Canisius, we talked about their prolific shooting in their back-to-back wins against Quinnipiac and Ryder, 2 teams in the top half of this MAC, shooting 52% combined in those 2 games. Well, they've shot 51% here today. Now they're coming alive down the stretch. They made 4 of their last 5 shots. Now Henderson, who's had such a great career, only 3 points away from his career high, which is 25. He's got 22 today. 1:08 to play. The Mount's up by 3. Canisius will bring full court pressure. They inbound to LeFew. No double team. He'll bring it up. Guarded by Henderson. Canisius making them out work before getting into their offensive set. We're inside. 1 minute to play here in Emmitsburg. LeFew usually doesn't run the point. Now for Tinsley, 13 to shoot. Benjamin's got it. Guarded by the bigger Gadsden, 10 to shoot. Benjamin with 8. Benjamin setting him up with 5. Benjamin drives. Benjamin lays it up. Benjamin scores! What a play! They cleared out the right side of the floor, and Benjamin makes it happen. He's got a double-double. 35 seconds left. It's Fritz for Henderson straight away. Good! He's tied a career high. And it's a 2-point game with 30.8 seconds remaining. Wow. An enormous shot from the top of the key. Henderson with 16 in the second half alone. Now, so important here. As Canisius, I believe, just called their final timeout. We'll have to check on that. The alternate arrow favors the Griffins. They're going to have to foul here, though, if they can't get a steal. 30.8 seconds remain in the game. 71-69, the Mount leads it. And Canisius has committed 10 team fouls in the half. So therefore, when they give a foul, the Mount will not be in the 1-and-1 if that occurs. But Mount St. Mary's will be shooting 2. Coach Witherspoon drawing it up for his Griffs defensively. Here on the floor for the Mount. There's a look at the Mount bench. Mount St. Mary's, I mean, you got the 3 from LeFew, top of the key. The great drive and score by Benjamin late on the shot clock. Both look like they might be those dagger shots to win you a game. But Henderson came down and hit a quick 3 in both instances. The Mount will have on the floor Tinsley to inbound, Cordelia, LeFew, Thomas, and Benjamin. All pretty good free throw shooters. Now Canisius will bring the full court pressure here. 30.8 seconds remain. 71-69. Mount St. Mary's leads. Tinsley can run the baseline. Benjamin and Cordelia switch sides. Here we go. The inbound comes to Cordelia. And he's double teamed. Cross-court feed for Benjamin. Benjamin. She's going to get it across the timeline. Benjamin does. Cordelia's alone. Cordelia throws it down. They went all out for the steal. And Mount St. Mary's calls timeout. A 4-point lead. Will guard. Of course, Canisius will be in the bonus if they are fouled. You don't want to foul him here. Gadsden will inbound. Gets it into Stavisky up the right sideline. Now to Fritz. Handing Stavisky underneath. Throws it. It's a kick ball. And 15.6 seconds remain. Canisius basketball. From the baseline. They've had some really good sideline out-of-bound plays today. They'll look to get an easy bucket here. They're looking for Henderson. The lob for Fritz. He'll take the jumper. It's short, and it's out of bounds. Mount St. Mary's basketball. They ran the play for Henderson on the wing. Henderson was wide open, and Stavisky didn't get him the ball. And Fritz did get a pretty good look. But the Mount will inbound now. And they're going to go to the monitor here. We've got an Alex Trebek moment. They're going to look to see if it was deflected. So, of course, if it's deflected, then it remains Canisius basketball. The Jeopardy theme playing. And Mount fans, all they need right now is the edge of their seats. As they're going to come over and see. I don't think it was. 13.5 or 14.5 on the clock. Well, it's at 14.5. They're going to go to 13.5, I believe. And Mount St. Mary should have the ball here. It's still not over. The Mount's in the double bonus. Canisius will try to get the steal. They've brought into the game Michael DiGulio for a first time in the game. Tinsley cannot run the baseline as he'll inbound it. Tinsley looking, gets it into DeAndre Thomas, and a quick foul given. 12.9 on the clock. Now Mount cannot make it more than a 2-possession game. Now, even if DeAndre makes them both, this thing ain't over yet. 78% is Thomas from the line. Gadsden and Fritz are looking to get back into the game for Canisius. The first of 2. Good. It found its way home. I don't think everyone even took a breath here at the Mount as Mount St. Mary's brings in Lipscomb defensively. A big one here for Thomas. And it rattles out. It's a 5-point game. 10 seconds left. Stavisky way down the floor. And it's a wide open layup for Fritz. 74-71. That was too easy. Tinsley now to inbound. Throws it. Oh my, Thomas bobbled, but he's got it. My goodness. And Thomas will shoot 2 more. He's got to make 1 here. Once again, he's in the double bonus. 74-71. Mount St. Mary's. That ball was in and out of the hands of Thomas near the baseline. It almost went out of bounds. One would make it a 2-possession game, and it does not go. So now it gets a little bit hairy here for the Mount. They're going to bring LeFew back as well. 74-71 our score. Can Thomas make it a 4-point Mount lead? It's up, and it's good! And the Mount's up 75-71. 6 seconds left. Stavisky up quickly, finding Fritz with 4. Fritz now for Henderson a 3, and good! 0.2 seconds left. The Mount's got to get it inbounded. They get it to LeFew. It's over! Mount St. Mary's is victorious. What a game! 75-74. Henderson's 3, making it a